Well, the G20 summit will be held in Nusa Dua, Bali next week, and Indonesia as a host country has indeed been preparing for the event. To know more about the summit's preparations, joining us tonight on Metro Globe is Metro Globe Network's journalist Diandra Mugni from Bali. Good evening, Diandra. So could you tell us more about the preparations that are going on there for the G20 summit next week, Diandra?
Good evening, Sam. Based on Luhut Binsar Panjaitan, the coordinating minister for maritime affairs and investment, he informed that the preparation for the entire series of G20 summit event in Bali, which will be held on November 15 to 16, 2022, are 99% complete, and various preparations, including those related to infrastructure, transportation, logistics, and security, are proceeding according to plan. The National Committee for the G20 Presidency, which consists of a number of ministries, institutions, the Indonesian military, and the national police, has made several preparations for the summit, which the summit will peak of the entire G20 series will take place at the Upper Bagnampinski Dua Nusa Dua Badu, which will take place. The Upper Bagnampinski will be the place for the working session or the meeting for the multilateral events. And the G20 delegates are also scheduled to visit other locations such as the Ngurah Rai Mangrove Park in Denpasar and also Garuda Wisnu Kencana or Garuda Wisnu Kencana Culture Park in Jimbaran, Badung. And President Joko Widodo will chair the entire series of G20 summit meetings. Directly reviewed the preparation from November 7 to 9 on the sidelines of his visit. The president said that Indonesia is ready to welcome state guests for the G20 summit. Sam.
Right, Diandra. Now, as we know, many world leaders will be attending the event. Tight security measures are needed. So tell us more about the security approach that Indonesia is taking for the G20 summit.
Yes, Sam. From the Indonesian National Military plans to deploy a massive security operation in Bali involving more than 18,030 personnel, 13 warships, and 4 military jets to secure the group of 20 leader summit, which will be held in November 15 to 16. And the Indonesian military commander, General Andika Perkasa, said the personnel deployed will be enough to cover protection for all members of delegations, including VVIPs from 42 countries, joining the Leaders Summit in Nusa Dua, Bali in mid-November. And Indonesian military commander General Andika also added that there will be a deployment of 13 Indonesian warships in the waters around Bali Island, which will join other military vessels dispatched by some countries participating in the G20 summit for securing the airspace around Bali. General Andika said that the Air Force will deploy to F-16 and 2 Russian Sukhoi fighter jets on top of 13 helicopters dispatched by the Indonesian Army, Navy, and Air Force. And there will be also some Boeing aircrafts dispatched for the mission and another Boeing aircraft for VVIP, mainly to anticipate unexpected situation. Sam.
All right, Diandra, of course, as we know, the G20 forums in Indonesia involve not just one track, but many different working groups on many different issues. So prior to the summit next week, will there be any side events being held in Bali as well?
Yeah, Sam. There will be some side event will be held prior to the summit. For example, B20, there will be some speakers which will attend the event, including Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon, and then Anne Hathaway, and also CEO of Tesla will be coming also, Elon Musk, and they will be coming for the B20, which will be held on 13 to 14 November. Sam.
Right, and of course there has been plenty maybe of different words and not really any confirmations yet on the arrival of some state leaders and delegates, including, of course, Russia's President Vladimir Putin. So can you just confirm, will President Vladimir Putin come, and what about the other state leaders and delegates that will come next week?
Okay, based on the information from President Joko Widodo, he confirmed that 17 heads of state of G20 member nations will attend the summit in person, The heads of state or heads of government include the President of the United States, Joe Biden, the President of the People's Republic of China, Xi Jinping, South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. So far, the presence of Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in Bali has not been confirmed, and President Jokowi said the two leaders are still considering the situations and conditions in their respective countries. Back to you, Sam.
All right, Diandra Mugni joining us live there from Bali, Indonesia. Preparations for the G20 Summit next week. Thank you so much for your report, Diandra.